Hello dear learners, today my topic of presentation is fermentation technology. As you all must have heard about this term, and it is a very important topic in relation to the production of different food articles, in the production of beverages, alcoholic beverages, for the production of different types of antibiotics and also organic compounds. So, in this particular presentation, I am going to talk in detail about the basic concepts of fermentation, the different products, the different microorganisms that are used for this particular process, and I am also going to focus on the different types of process of fermentation. So, let us proceed with the lecture. In this lecture, I have given you the content slide. We are going to start with the introduction part, that is, I am going to discuss what is fermentation. Then I will be enlisting some of the products that we can obtain from the process of fermentation. What is the industrial scale production of fermentation? The different types of process that are involved in the process of fermentation, advantages, disadvantages, and then I am going to summarize my presentation. To start with the introduction part, what is fermentation? The fermentation term is derived from the Latin verb fervere, which means to boil, thus describing the appearance of the action of yeast on extracts of fruit or malted grain. The boiling appearance is due to the production of carbon dioxide bubbles that are caused by the anaerobic catabolism of the sugars that are present in the extract. So, when the yeast is acting on the different types of fruit or malted grain in anaerobic condition, that is, in the absence of oxygen, it produces huge amount of carbon dioxide, which is evolved as bubble, giving it an appearance of boil. So, this is what the term fermentation means. Fermentation is the process in which a substance breaks down into simpler substances by the use of several microorganisms. Its biochemical meaning relates to the generation of energy by the catabolism of the organic compounds. Fermentation is a word that has many meanings for the microbiologists. Any process involving the mass culture of microorganisms, either aerobic or anaerobic, can be called as fermentation. Any biological process that occurs in the absence of oxygen can also be referred to as a process of fermentation. Gymology or gymergy, that means the process of fermentation. So, here you can see that I have given a three-step reaction in which the glucose is being converted to ethanol. Okay. So, here you can see the carbon dioxide is evolved. Glucose is first converted to pyruvate, to molecules of pyruvate, to acetaldehyde, and then to molecules of ethanol. Edward Buchner in 1897 has given the principle of fermentation by the use of yeast cells. Okay. For this particular principle, he has won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in the year 1907. Here you can see I have given you a schematic representation of the different products that are obtained from a single starting material called as pyruvate with the help of different organisms. Pyruvate with the help of Saccharomyces can give ethanol and carbon dioxide. With the help of Enterobacter, it can give ethanol, lactic acid, formic acid, butanediol, carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas is evolved. Escherichia and Salmonella can give ethanol, lactic and acetic acids. Succinic acid, Clostridium can give butyric acid, butanol, isopropanol, acetone. Propionibacterium can give propionic acid, acetic acid, and Streptococcus lactobacilli can give you lactic acid. So, you can see from a single starting material, but with the help of these many organisms, so many products can be obtained. Here also I have enlisted some of the important fermentation products. The products ethanol, with the help of the organism Saccharomyces cerevisiae, it is used as an industrial solvent and beverage, alcoholic beverage. Glycerol can be obtained with the help of the organism Saccharomyces cerevisiae. It is also used in the production of explosives. Lactic acid, that is obtained from the microorganism Lactobacillus bulgarisus. It is used in food and pharmaceutical industry. Acetone and butanol, with the help of Clostridium acetobutylicum, it is used as a solvent. Amylase, by the help of Bacillus subtilis, it is used for hydrolysis of starch. On an industrial scale, the fermentation process is carried out in an equipment called as fermenter. This is the diagram of the fermenter and these are the different parts. I am going to explain in detail about the fermenter in my upcoming lecture video. So, what does it do? It contains the media to carry out the fermentation and creates the environment for fermentation at a large scale. What are the basic requirements of a fermentation process? It requires a pure culture, that is organism which has to be of optimum quantity and at physiological state, optimum physiological state. We need a sterilized medium for the growth of the proper microorganism. We need a seed fermenter, that is inoculum, to initiate the whole process of fermentation. We need the production fermenter, that is a large model that we have already discussed in the earlier slide. The various equipments are required for drawing the culture medium, cell separation, collection of cell, product purification and effluent treatment. So, these are the basic requirements. Here I have given you a comparative analysis of the two main fermentation techniques, that are solid state fermentation and submerged fermentation. So, let us have a quick look on the different points of differences. Okay. We start with the definition. The solid state fermentation is a type of fermentation that occurs by the microorganism grown on a solid substrate, whereas the submerged fermentation is a type of fermentation that is carried out by the microorganisms grown in a liquid media. It is done on a solid surface, it is done in a liquid medium, it is grown and adhere to the solid surface. The microbial cells are evenly distributed throughout the medium. It is not free flowing culture media, but here it is always free flowing. The water content is around 40 to 80%, but here it is more than 95%. The nutrient concentration is not even in case of solid state, but in submerged the nutrients are evenly distributed. The inoculum ratio is high in this, it is low in submerged. Agitation may or may not be involved in case of solid state fermentation, but here it is essential. What are the types on the basis of culture? Batch fermentation. Here the sterile nutrient substrate inoculated grow until no more of the product is being made, that is harvested and cleaned out for another run. Okay, so it is a batch fermentation, is batch to batch it happens. One, the batch is complete, then the next batch starts. It contains a lag phase, exponential growth, stationary phase and then the death phase. Okay. So, here you can see the graphical representation of the lag phase when the growth does not occurs, exponential phase when the growth takes place and then the growth becomes stationary, that is the growth becomes at a constant rate, it is growing. After that you will see that death phase occurs, that is the growth slows down and the microorganism is slowing down. So, this is the graphical representation of the 4 different phases of the batch fermentation process. Continuous fermentation. In this type of fermentation, the substrate is added continuously to the fermenter and biomass or products are continuously removed at the same rate. So, it is not batch, it is unlike the batch that one is finishing then the other one is starting, it is a continuous process. Under these conditions, the cells remain in the logarithmic phase of growth. Fed batch fermentation. In this, the substrate increments as the fermentation progresses. Started as batch wise with a small substrate concentration, initial substrate is consumed, addition of fermentation medium takes place once the initial substrate is consumed. Okay. So, it is fed batch, means it is a continuous process, but batch is continuing. Okay. We are not stopping at any point. What are the different range of fermentation technology? So, here you can see that the microbial cell or the biomass, and here I have given you the yeast, microbial enzymes such as glucose isomerase, microbial metabolites are penicillin. Food products obtained can be yeast, yogurt, vinegar. Vitamins that can be obtained is B12, riboflavin. So, this is the range of fermentation technology. You can see that it is working on so many fields, microbial enzymes, metabolites, food products, vitamins, so many fields. There I have given you some examples of foods and the food additives that are manufactured by using the industrial fermentation processes in the developing countries. Alcoholic beverages such as wine, beer can be produced by fermentation process. Milk and milk products such as cultured milks, yogurts, cheeses. Flavors such as monosodium glutamate and nucleotides. organic acids such as lactic acid, citric acid, acetic acid, amino acids such as lysine, glutamic acid, vitamins such as vitamin A, C and B12, riboflavin, enzymes such as amylases, proteases and invertases. This is a schematic representation of a fermentation process. I have used this diagram to give you the overview of the whole fermentation process in a single diagram. You can see we start with the inoculum development, that is the first step. Here we are taking the stock culture in a shake flask and we seed the fermenter. This is the fermenter diagram which I have shown you earlier. Okay. So, here you are taking the medium has to be sterilized by the use of different processes such as autoclave, radiation, etc. Then the production starts inside the fermenter. Okay. Then we are taking the culture fluid, it goes for the cell separation, then we prepare a cell free supernatant, that is the product extraction process. Here we go for effluent treatment and product purification and then finally the packaging of the product. Here we are going to separate the biomass from the main culture fluid, that is given out as a additional product. So, this is the whole overview of the fermentation process in a single flow diagram. What are the different advantages of this process? It preserves and enriches food, improves digestibility and enhances the taste and the flavors of the foods. Potential of enhancing food safety by controlling the growth and multiplication of a number of pathogens in the foods. Important contribution to human nutrition, particularly in developing countries where the economic problems pose a major barrier to ensuring food safety. Low energy consumption due to the mild operating conditions, relatively low capital and operating costs, so relatively simple technologies. Preservation and detoxification of the food, in the treatment of waste, and also it is beneficial in different health related production. What are the disadvantages of this particular process? Hazardous microbial contamination always exists in the fermented food. Uneven distribution of salt in the lactic acid, fermented fish products and contamination of Aspergillus flavus in traditional starter cultures for rice, wine and soybean sauce results in severe food poisoning. It has happened, okay, and it also has incidences of obesity and cancer. These are the different references from where I have prepared this presentation for the lecture video. With this, I conclude my presentation on the fermentation technology. I hope this presentation has given you a clear idea about the fermentation process and its different aspects. If you have any queries, you can drop into the comment section and my students can ask me for anything, any doubts related to this topic on Google Classroom platform. Thank you.